The Lord your God will make you most prosperous in all the work of your hands and in the fruits of your womb, the young of your livestock and the crops of your land. The Lord will again delight in you and make you prosperous, just as he delighted in your fathers, if you obey the Lord your God and keep all his commands and decrees. That is from Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 9. The Programs Committee of the National Council of Churches of Kenya, NCCK, has held a meeting here at Jumuiya Conference and Country Home Limuru to reflect on the state of the nation in the context of the just concluded 2022 general elections. The meeting took note that Kenyans across the board heard our calls and maintain peace and calm before, during, and after the elections. This expression of democratic maturity is highly commended. Recognizably, national attention now of necessity needs to turn to issues of governance, development, and the well-being of the citizens of Kenya. This is our endeavor that should always be guided by the prayer in our national anthem that says, O God of all creation, bless this land and nation. Justice be our shield and defender. May we dwell in unity, peace and liberty, and plenty be found within our borders. Towards this, we share the following message with our fellow Kenyans. 1. Message to all Kenyans. Dear Kenyans, we thank you for peacefully exercising your democratic right and responsibility. Nonetheless, voting is only one part of this responsibility. We now have a duty to actively promote good and ethical governance of our nation by participating in forums and avenues to present our priorities to the national and county governments. We must hold our leaders accountable as a strategy to forestall corruption and ensure that elected leaders and civil servants deliver on their mandates with justice and equity. Message to the youth. Our sons and daughters, we salute you for the astute position you took to resist manipulation, to engage in conflict and violence during the elections. This break from the past is awesome. We encourage you to take advantage of the peace in the country, to exercise your creativity, to initiate and expand income-generating activities. Let us join hands to advocate for the industrialization of our country so as to increase job opportunities. Just like we were champions for peace during the elections, let us become champions of justice, equity, and good governance. Message to the elected leaders. Dear members of the County Assembly, the members of the National Assembly, the senators, the governors, we congratulate you for your election. We now call upon you to execute the mandate God and Kenyans have laid on your shoulders to you diligently and to the letter. The position you hold is not an avenue to enrich yourselves, but an opportunity to serve and build the nation. We remind you of the words of Micah 6:8. He has showed you, O man, what is good and what the Lord requires of you, to act justly and to love mercy and to walk humbly with your God. Message to all aspirants who are not elected. Brothers and sisters, we commend you for the aspirations to be leaders in our nation at different levels. Even though you did not win the elections you vied for, you remain important to our nation. Your continued contribution to development and democracy is essential. Keep up your hope and identify other ways that you contribute to the welfare of the nation. We care for you, we love you, and we are praying for you. Message to President Dr. William Ruto. Your Excellency President Ruto, we commend you on assuming office as the President of the Republic of Kenya and the Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces. We now call upon you to commit your efforts and focus on delivering on the constitutional mandate of your office and the commitments you made to Kenyans during the campaigns. We especially ask you and your government to urgently put in place measures to, one, bring down the cost of living, which has spiraled to unmanageable levels and is driving Kenyans into desperation. If not addressed soon, this could be a driver for instability. B, declare famine and droughts a national disaster to facilitate concentration of effort and resources to safeguard the lives of Kenyans and livestock from imminent death and malnutrition. And 3, initiate a national youth engagement program that will address the economic and socio-political exclusion of the youth in this republic. And D, strengthen state agencies and constitutional commissions so that they can play their role in protecting the welfare of Kenyans. Message to the security agencies. Dear brothers and sisters in the security agencies, we commend you for the manner in which you enforce the law and order before, during, and after the elections. We urge you to remain impartial, standing only for justice and the rule of law. Exercise a humane approach when dealing with Kenyans at all times. Message to IEBC. Dear brothers and sisters, serving in the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, we thank you for the work you have done. However, Kenyans are concerned about the divisions within your ranks that threaten the credibility of the electoral framework of our nation. We implore you to resolve your differences in the context of dialogue and mediation. Message to religious leaders. Dear brothers and sisters, we once again commend you for the commitment to promote peace and national cohesion before, during, and after the elections through the pulpit messaging. Let us now take up our role of nurturing the worshippers so that they heal the election-related wounds and progress in their lives. In conclusion, God has called upon us in the Bible to uphold peace. We have done so as Kenyans. Let us now look forward to God blessing our nation with prosperity, justice, and liberty. May we be an industrious nation guided by the word in Thessalonians chapter 1, verse 4 and 11. Make it your ambition to lead a quiet life, to mind your own business, and to work with your hands, just as we have told you. May God enable us to play our part in ensuring peace for a better tomorrow.